Well, hello! Merry Christmas from Cooking with Heather. Today we've got a mystery holiday basket. We're going to unravel it. What do we have here? We're going to do holiday cookies. We're just going to get rid of that right here, and we're going to get started right away. Because it's Christmas Eve and this is a very special episode. It's a gift, but I'll explain that later. Alright, we've got unsalted butter. Alright. Get in here and push it out because the unsalted butter needs a push. We'll just unpack our mystery basket as we look for things we need. Alright, 1.5 cups of dark brown sugar. Alright, there's 1 cup, evenly laid out. We need 1/2 cup. As you can probably tell, I'm in my parents' kitchen. Unfortunately for me, they have everything I need to make a good episode. Alright, and we need to rinse these out really quickly because we'll need them again. Got that taken care of. Alright, the white sugar now. Set this aside for later. Alright. Granulated sugar, 1/4 cup. Can you believe we're at 40 episodes already? Isn't that amazing? You know, I started this in 2011 when I first moved out on my own and lived in a house with roommates, and yes, it was a house. And I can't believe we're at 40 episodes already at the end of 2019. All right, and we need extra sugar. Because that was supposed to be 1/2. Alright. Because I doubled the recipe so that many people could enjoy these wonderful cookies when they're done. Alright, 2 eggs. And the rule about eggs is you crack them in a cup in case there's shells, and then you can pick the shells out before they go in the mixture. See? Quite easy. Got our mixture there. And see, we already had a shell fall in there, so we'll have to get that out. Okay, we'll have to pick the shell out. And it's really a messy process, so try not to get a shell in the mix when you cook. Better rinse the hands off because they've got egg and junk all over them that make grabbing things very hard, and these are large eggs. There we go, there were no shells in there, so that's good. Alright. Alright, 4 teaspoons of vanilla. Four teaspoons of vanilla. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, great. Alright, 4 cups of flour. And the flour is on the floor because it's in a huge container. So I'm just going to reach down and get what I need. because it's very heavy and I don't want to lift. I don't enjoy lifting super heavy things when I don't have to. 1, 3, 4. As you can see, this is almost full, so we're going to dump this mix into the mixer. And then we're going to add the fun stuff. This little mixer was given to me as a gift by another fan named Ryan Turner. There we go. And it's very much appreciated. It's very, very much appreciated. All right, there we go. I'll set that aside and do a little preemptive mixing. Get to add the rest of the ingredients because there wasn't enough room in the bowl. All right, rinse the hands real quick. Right, the next ingredients: 4 teaspoons cornstarch, all right. There, now you can see what I'm doing. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'll set this out of the way. All right, 2 teaspoons baking soda. We need the teaspoons again. But you know what? This is cool. We get to do the whole thing in the mixer. That's great. You know that, and hopefully we'll have some wonderful holiday cookies when we're done. Now the recipe calls for salt, but I'm not going to use salt because, you know, too much sodium can be very harmful, so we're just going to make it a teeny bit healthier, and that's a bit of a hypocritical statement because of how much sugar's in it, but we shouldn't be counting calories during the holidays anyway. All right, now we get to put in the fun stuff. I've got a mixture of Christmas M&Ms, like some sort of chips. Butterscotch chips, excuse me. And some candy cane crumble that I'm going to put in here. That sounds amazing, doesn't it? And a couple of rosebuds, not very many because we need them for something else. All right. And we have everything in there, so it's time to mix her up. Make sure the lid closes firmly so that there's not a mess. Look at how amazing this mixture is, or this mixer is. Thank you, Ryan. And this video will be the last of the year, but I hope to do more in 2020. Isn't it amazing that we got to 40 videos before the end of the decade? And it's snowing outside, so this is amazing, isn't it? We're just gonna sit here and watch this mix. Actually, we're not. We're gonna clean up a little bit because the counter's getting quite messy, and Mom will have my head if I leave it that messy. Seriously, we're at 40 episodes, folks. This is episode 40. Are you happy? Mixing, it's probably a good time to preheat the oven. Alright, preheat to 350. We've got the pan here all ready to put the things in. All right, now we're going to check on it. We're going to check on it, and we're going to... Yeah, that looks like cookie dough. Well done. All right. We're going to unplug it because we don't want ourselves getting injured when we scrape the dough off the thing. All right. Oh. We don't need that anymore anyway, right now. It's going to take a minute to get all this off. All right, well, I've gotten all the stuff that's going to come off. So we're just going to set this aside now that we no longer need it. Going to rinse our hands because we need them. We need them clean for this next part. All right, now we're going to make the dough balls. They're going to be small since we're doing lots and lots of cookies. We're going to put a rosebud in the middle. Doesn't that look nice? Make them nice, small. Doesn't this look absolutely amazing? These are chocolate rosebuds that I'm doing in the middle. Just because, you know, it's a little decoration. So big, we'll take that off. Doesn't that look cool? Careful and not put them too close together. Doesn't this look fun? Yeah, doesn't it? Looks nice, doesn't it? Holiday cookies. Consisting of holiday M&Ms, rosebuds, peppermint flakes, and love. Anything you bake should have love in it. Absolutely anything and everything. Because nothing's any good without it. And as I'm doing this, I'd like to say Merry Christmas to Laura Laycock. This was requested as a present by her husband, Dallin. And he said that you might be happy to be mentioned in the video, so there's your mention. He requested this specifically for you, and I made the mystery basket because he said that you would like a mystery box. And I didn't have a box that would fit everything, and I couldn't find one because all the boxes are being used for Christmas stuff, presents and stuff. So I'm doing this. We've got some leftover dough, but I have a family who gets very hungry for things like that. And I'm sure it will be put to good use even if I don't use it all. I'm very sure of that. Even if we have to eat it. Just going to make these nice and small. We're going to take our time, do it right. Yeah, gonna have fun with it too. Because, you know, I've really never done an episode on Christmas Eve before, and I hope that people enjoy it. So, Do you see it? Do you have a good view? Sure you do. And I'm not going to sit on camera and wait till they bake, because they don't even do that in MasterChef. There you go. Look at these amazing cookies. And now they're going in the oven. And we'll wait and see how they turn out when they're done, and I'll be back when they're done. All right, it's time to take the cookies out. Now let's see. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? Isn't that amazing? They just need time to cool and harden and everything else. Yeah. Those are amazing, aren't they? All right, while they cool and harden, we're going to put some caramel drizzle on them. Mom? What? No. Mom! Oh. Quiet in the other room, please. All right, and we've done the caramel drizzle. And there's the cookies. We'll be back to taste them after they cool. All right, so according to the recipe I use, these have to cool for quite a while, so we're not going to taste one right now. But Martha Lee Cameron Campbell Nichol, billions of names, has a surprise for the end of the video, so you'll have to stay tuned. But as a closing, we'll do a zoom in on the cookies so y'all can have appetites. Look at these amazing cookies, don't they just make you hungry? This is Cooking with Heather. Merry Christmas. Say hello. Hello, I promised you a surprise at the end of episode 40, and this is it. My mother, Martha Campbell Nichol, will teach a fun thing to do with popcorn. Hi, makes it easy. This is what I use. I imagine you can use Heather. Put the popcorn in the bowl. Popcorn twist. And now we're going to go over to the stove. Okay, we're going to the stove. Okay, because I've been cooking a long time and I've got 3 cups and a little bit more white chocolate chips. You can use any flavor of chips. And to that you add, here again I'm not measuring, but it's roughly 1 teaspoon of coconut oil. And because I tend to go outside the box a lot, I need to get in here with my spices. We'll have pure chocolate, the mint peppermint extract, and we'll just kind of shove that in there. Put about a teaspoon, teaspoon and a half, depending, I suppose, on what you do. I'm all over this blasted kitchen. Sorry about that. And you put it on medium-low. And she's cooking on a gas stove, isn't that right? Yes. And all we're doing is melting the chocolate chip, or the white chocolate chips. And we're melting everything in there. And it's a good idea to stir it as much as possible. because you don't want it to stick. I'm using it in a rock, one of those heritage rock pans, saucepan that I really like because it doesn't stick. Look at that awesomeness. Isn't she a queen? So it takes about 5 minutes. Okay. Why not? You are a queen. And we've still got I'm back over here to the bowl of the popcorn twist, and I've got parchment paper taped down on my counter. You can use wax paper, but I happen to have a lot of parchment, so now I'm back over here. You need to be stirring this quite a bit so it doesn't burn. The coconut oil tends to make it a little bit more supple to work with. I don't know.
And what does supple mean?
Supple is easier to work with. And I think it melts faster. I don't know if any other shortening will work. I know that this one will.
Okay.
So,
very cool.
oh yes, it smells good. Because remember, I added the mint flavoring on the back of the bag. It talks on the back of the popcorn twist bag. It doesn't talk about adding any flavoring. But I tend to, Heather and I both tend to cook outside the box.
Yes, we do.
So you just mix it up a little bit. I just want to make sure that everything's melted here. It takes about 5-10 minutes to prepare this, and it is a wonderful dish, especially if you're pixing a lot of people,
Oh, yes.
or if you've got little treats for a lot of people. So there, I melted. Plop it on top of the and I do all the mixing with my hands because it seems to work better.
That's very cool. Can I help?
No, this is mine. All right. It's not working like it should.
But you know, she's still great anyway. She's awesome.
Maybe I've done so many of these that it doesn't want to work the way it should.
She's made this popcorn for endless amounts of people, and she's such a philanthropist locally that she's amazing. And she's pixied dozens of people in this town with this popcorn.
It just adds a little bit of sweeter to the popcorn, which is fun. You can use, I've taken green baking chips and added the coconut oil and the peppermint flavoring for peppermint flavored, and it comes out green and it's really neat. And I've done the red baking chips with cinnamon flavoring, and that's always really neat. And of course this one is the white chocolate. Later on I may be doing butterscotch. And like I said, this makes a really easy, your kids can even make this. In fact, I would love to see a bunch of kids make it.
That looks very appetizing.
Okay, so now that it's all done,
Shall we try it?
no! Now that it's all done, you just dump it out on the parchment paper and let it dry. And then you pick it up as a popcorn twist with a twist. And that's what it's all about. That's it.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to all of you.